Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to tell you how to watch the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise in chronological order. Because believe it or not, there might be some people out there that don't know how to watch this movie in the order it was intended to be seen in, which is pretty easy. It was the release date order. The order of the way they were released is the way you watch them because Pirates of the Caribbean didn't want to be complicated. They didn't do no prequels or sequels or midquels or anything like that. They just did sequels, which is what I said earlier that they didn't do. But they did. They did sequels, but they didn't do anything else, okay? So this franchise is actually pretty easy to get into, and there's many ways you can find these movies. Some countries I'm not sure, but I know in Canada Disney Plus has it as well as iTunes, and I'm pretty sure it's similar for some other countries out there as well. So check if you have Disney Plus. I know not all countries have Disney Plus. If you have it, check there first. Then check iTunes. Maybe it's available for rent, maybe not. Any other way, I'm not too sure. So you might have to find out your own way. With that being said, let's get right into it. The franchise started all the way back in 2003. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. This was the first one in the franchise to introduce us to most of these characters that we all came to know and love. Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow, who I believe got a Best Actor nom for this movie. And my dog comes running in because he's a huge fan of Johnny Depp, probably. And as well as Orlando Bloom as Will Turner, Elizabeth Swann, played by one of my biggest crushes back in the early 2000s, Keira Knightley, as well as Jeffrey Rush as the evil Captain Barbossa. So then you want to go into the sequel, the first sequel, which is Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest, which continues the story from where it ended last. This movie literally takes place a year after the events of the first film, and then brings back the majority of the cast, as well as introducing us to another iconic villain from the franchise, Davy Jones, that squid-like looking character played by brilliantly by Bill Nye. And then you want to go straight into Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. This is the final, not the final film, but it's the one that wraps up the trilogy. Because the trilogy was intended as that. When they marketed the third movie, they marketed it as if it was going to be the end. Some people got suckered into thinking it was that way. Myself, I thought, oh, this could be the last one. We might not see any more. I don't know why I thought about that. I was still young in my movie day. I was probably still in my 20s. And I was thinking, oh, this might be the last one. You'll never know. They might not make more. But then you got to realize this is Hollywood, and not making more, especially when it makes $1 billion. That's like saying we don't want to make no more money. So, of course, they're going to make more. And this franchise continues to do well. So we got two more after this one, which, let's get into it. Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides is the fourth film in the franchise. Most of the cast does not return in this one. Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow returns, who, is the draw, the big draw to these films. A few other characters return, maybe one other character, I don't remember now. But anyways, it's good to know that I don't want to spoil anything, but let's just say a couple of characters return, including Captain Jack Sparrow. So Captain Jack is pretty much the running thread in all these movies. This movie practically stands on its own pretty well. If you have seen the other films, then it gives you that history that Jack has already had. It doesn't really ignore anything. If anything, the ending of At World's End kind of sets up Jack's journey and what he's looking for in this film. He goes off against Blackbeard this time around, played by Ian McShane, who's terrific, and Penelope Cruz is in this movie as the daughter of Blackbeard. Both of them terrific. We then go into the next film, the final film, the fifth film of the franchise, Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man Tells No Tales, where Javier Bardem now plays the villain, whose name is escaping me right now, but he's kind of like a ghost type villain. He's not a ghost, but like a zombie-ish type villain. He does a really great job. Maybe a little hard to understand at times, but for the most part, it brings it back to the original trilogy because Will Turner's and Elizabeth Swann's son is now a little bit grown up because this movie takes place a couple years after the events of the third film, and well, I don't want to say anything because it kind of spoils what happens at the end of the third movie, but I will say Jack has to team up with Will and Elizabeth's son. So, with that being said, I hope this helps you. It's pretty easy because it's only 5 movies in this franchise, but still, they're not numbered. And maybe some people just don't know where to start. You know, you don't want to read it up online. It's a quick Google search, but maybe you just want to hear somebody talk about it because sometimes it's cool hearing people just talk about the movies you love or the movies that you're interested in. And let's go through one more quick rundown. So the movies are Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, and finally, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tells No Tales. So there you go. Those are the 5 Pirates movies. Simple as that. Hopefully I didn't spoil anything. I almost did, but I cut it out. And with that being said, until next time, everybody, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. And until next time, take care.